Welcome to No Wonder. Today we're going to talk about the greenhouse effect, and you probably all have heard about the greenhouse effect, but what precisely is it? Well, I think the very best way to demonstrate the greenhouse effect is to visit Venus, the planet Venus. So here I am virtually on Venus, and Venus is the second planet away from the Sun. The closest planet to the Sun is Mercury, and the third planet is actually planet Earth. The mass and size of Venus is very, very similar to the mass and size of the Earth. So you might expect that it might be a good place to live, to have a similar life as we have on Earth. Maybe the temperature would be a bit higher because it's a bit closer to the Sun. In fact, the temperature is not just a bit higher, the temperature is much, much higher. It's about 480 degrees Celsius at the surface of Venus. So if I were to be standing there for real, I would instantly burn, evaporate. So it's a very hostile environment just from the temperature. But if that wouldn't be enough, there's also a huge pressure. The clouds of CO2 are so dense that the pressure created by this atmosphere is similar to the pressure that you would experience if you would be a kilometer underwater on Earth. So it's an extremely unpleasant place to be for humans. So what happened? Why did Venus become so hostile for life? Why did the temperature go up so much? Well, Venus has a lot of volcano activity. It's covered with lava. Everything is burning. And the burning causes a lot of gases in the atmosphere, in particular CO2. CO2 has one carbon atom and two oxygen atoms, and it can vibrate in a particular way so that it absorbs the heat from the planet very efficiently, and it then can re-radiate that heat back to the planet. And in this way, the planet can no longer get rid of its energy. It cannot get the energy out in the universe, and then the temperature goes up and up and up. Now let's go back to Earth. We have also CO2 in the atmosphere, and in fact, in periods where we have volcano activity, the CO2 level rises, or if there are big forest fires, also the CO2 level increases. So this overall CO2 level on Earth has been there and has been fairly stable over millions of years. And that CO2 level causes the temperature to be roughly the temperature that we had the last million years. So we need the CO2 from the greenhouse effect for the life forms that we have now. What we don't need is additional CO2 in the air so that the temperature will rise. And that is precisely what is happening right now. Because the humans are burning fuels, they create a lot of extra CO2, and that just increases the temperature on Earth. There's no doubt about it, and it has to stop. So I know there are a lot of activities to try to reduce the CO2 levels, and if we all work together, that should be a problem that we can solve. So thank you, and see you